I'm sitting on the weather deck, where the pain is starting to peel, trying to unsee the way the shadows make me feel. The light is bleeding orange over the edge of the world, while the ribbon of our story stays tangled and curled. I'm reaching for the remote control of a sky gone black, desperate for a glimmer that I can't call back. And I'm rewinding the sunset, dragging the gold back up, trying to refill the shattered porcelain cup. I'm pulling the violet back into the red, and saying the bitter things that we both just said. If I can't stop the day from dying on the hill, maybe the momentum of us is standing still. I'm scrolling through the digital reel of the 5 p.m. glow, before the horizon told us it was time to go. I'm pausing on the frame where the light hits your hair, before the nightfall left the hallway bare. I'm fighting the rotation of a planet gone cold, clinging to a masterpiece that I couldn't hold. But the cassette is frayed and the tape is getting thin. I can't find the beginning of where the end crept in. The ticking of the clock is a hammer on a nail, and my time machine heart is destined to fail. Clicking stop, letting it fade, standing in the darkness that we both made, just rewinding the sunset until it's all black. I'm white knuckling the steering wheel in the driveway of our home, feeling the static of the silence now that I'm alone. I watch you pack the cardboard boxes with the life we used to lead, watching every memory start to blister and to bleed. I wanna run the red light and pull you back to me, but I'm anchored to the hard truth that I have. tell you how the aftermath is painfully and slow. I'm loosening the grip on the only world I've known, standing in the freezing rain entirely on my own. It's a hollow kind of mercy, a sacrificial show, to love her enough to finally let her go. I'm looking at the empty hanger where your yellow dress once hung, tasting all the bitter words that are burning on my tongue. I could beg and I could plead, I could play the tragic part, but I won't build a prison out of my own shattered heart. You're a wild bird in a hurricane, looking for the sun, and I'm the heavy gravity that you're trying to outrun. And they say if you love something, you gotta let her go, but they don't tell you how the aftermath is painfully and slow. I'm loosening the grip on the only world I've known, standing in the freezing rain entirely on my own. It's a hollow kind of mercy, a sacrificial show, to love her enough to finally let her go. It's the ultimate betrayal to the person in the mirror. Imagine the distance between us get vast and never clear. I'm cutting the cord, I'm opening the cage, turning to the blankness of a terrifying page. Watch the taillights fade, listen to the wind, wondering where the loneliness is gonna finally begin. I'll let her go. You read my last message, but never replied. 3 little dots that disappeared like a quiet goodbye. I stared at the ceiling till sunrise, counting the cracks in the pane. That was the night I realized you weren't coming back again. Your silence said what you wouldn't say. It broke me in a quieter way, and that was the night I learned your silence can be louder than your voice. You didn't choose to fight for us, you just made your choice. I waited in the dark for something, but nothing was all I found. That was the night I learned your silence was how you let me down. Your name still lights up my phone, but you never call. I scroll through every memory like I'm trying not to fall. You promised you'd never leave me, promises can lie. You didn't walk out the door, you just faded from my life. I kept hoping you'd come back, but hope just made it hard. That was the night I learned your silence can be louder than your voice. You didn't choose to fight for us, you just made your choice. I waited in the dark for something, but nothing was all I found. That was the night I learned your silence was how you let me down. If love is a conversation, then you left me on red. Every maybe someday is something you never said. I still hear you in the quiet, even when you're gone. But your silence is the answer that's been there all along. That was the night I learned your silence is a language I now know. It says you're not coming back, and I'm the last to let you go. I tried to hold on to echoes, but they just hit the ground. That was the night I learned your silence was how you let me down. You never said goodbye, but your silence said it all. Your coffee still cold on the kitchen sink, your jacket still smells like yesterday. I talk to your ghost when I'm half asleep, like you never really walked away. Every photo feels like a lie now, every promise out of frame. You said forever like it mattered, but forever couldn't stay. I trace your name on the window glass, watch it fade like everything we had. Now we love in the past tense, like it never really meant this much. We were fire, we were reckless. Now I'm ashes when I touch. You say we like it's a memory, I say us like it's a crime. You're already moving forward while I'm stuck in yesterday's time. We lived in the past tense, but I'm still present in the pain. Your side of the bed is a battlefield where I lose every night alone. I hold on to what we used to feel, but you already let it go. You laugh now like I never mattered, like I was just so present in the pain. If loving you was a language, then I'm fluent in regret. Every tear is a sentence. I don't know how to forget. You erased me from your future, but I can't change the past. So I'll keep breaking in silence over a love that couldn't last. Love and emotion, we loved in the past tense, but my heart never learned to change. You were my only sentence. Now you're my only pain. You say we like it's a memory. I say us like it's a crime. You're already moving forward while I'm frozen in that time. We loved in the past tense, and I'm still calling you mine. If love is just a moment and ours is fading fast, but I'll always speak your name in the past tense, because that's where you left my heart. The monitor is humming a low and steady drone while I'm sitting in the hospital chair all on my own. I'm watching the rise and fall of your chest beneath the sheet, counting every second of a heartbeat incomplete. The oxygen is sighing through a plastic tangled vine as I try to negotiate for a little more time. And I'm hanging on the edge of your last breath, caught in the limbo between life and a quiet death. I'm whispering I love you to the rhythm of the air, but the silence is the only thing responding to my prayer. It's a fragile silver thread that's pulling at my chest, watching the very last piece of you go to rest. The winter sun is setting, casting shadows on the wall. I'm terrified to blink in case I miss it all. I'm memorizing every line and the freckles on your head, while the hourglass is running out of bittersweet sand. The room is sterile and the fluorescent light is cold. In the story where we never got the chance to grow old. How can the world keep turning when your clock is standing still? space beneath a final goodbye after your last breath. I'm standing on the porch where the winter settled in, tracing every scar upon my brittle paper skin. The thermometer is screaming that it's 20 below, but the coldest part is watching you decide to go. I tried to weep a river, I tried to flood the floor, but the frost caught my eyelashes before I reached the door. And I've got frozen tears hanging like diamonds on my face, a starred reflection of love we can't replace. They won't shatter, they won't fall, they're suspended in the air, just a jagged icy monument to the fact you aren't there. The warmth is gone, the fire disappeared, and I'm paralyzed by the beauty of these frozen tears. I see the exhale of my breath turn into ghostly white in the stark and silver silence of this Arctic night. I reached out for your jacket, but the zipper's stuck in ice. Like every piece of wisdom or comfort and advice, the mercury is falling, the windows start to crack, and there's no thaw in sight to bring the summer back. If house strike match, would they melt and finally run, or am I destined to be colder than the setting sun? The salt is in the crystal, the ache is in the stone. I'm a statue made of sorrow, standing all alone. Don't touch my skin in my grave. Just witness every bitter breath I take with frozen tears. We don't fight, we just fade now, like smoke in the cold night air. You say my name like it's borrowed, like you don't really care. Your eyes are always somewhere else, even when you're with me. We're standing in the same room, but you're already leaving. I feel you letting go of us before you say a word. Goodbye feels like a habit. You say it without trying. Every time you walk away, it's like a slow, silent dying. You don't even look back, like I'm easy to forget. You say this is for the best, but you're not done hurting me yet. Goodbye feels like a habit, and I'm the one who breaks. Your side of the conversation is always one foot out the door. I keep begging for a reason, but you don't fight anymore. You don't hold me like you mean it. Your heart's already packed. I'm still trying to save us while you're not coming back. You left before you left me. I just didn't see it then. Goodbye feels like a habit. You say it without trying. Every time you walk away, it's like a slow, silent dying. You don't even look back, like I'm easy to forget. You say this is for the best, but you're not done hurting me. Goodbye feels like a habit, then I'm the one who breaks. If love is something you practice, then I practiced in vain. You may leave it look so easy, like it doesn't leave a stain. But I'll carry every moment, every almost every tear, while you're building a new life. I'm still stuck right here. Goodbye feels like a habit, and I'm your second choice. You don't even hear me breaking when I'm calling out your name. You say time will heal it, but time just makes it ache. Goodbye feels like a habit, I'm the who breaks. You don't miss me, you just miss the way I stayed. I'm pulling over on the shoulder of the interstate, watching my reflection in the glass disintegrate. The check engine light is a glowing, angry red, a warning signal for the words we never said. I've got a trunk full of memories stuck in the static of a love that used to tempt me. And I'm breaking down on a lonely stretch of road, underneath the crushing weight of a heavy hollow load. It's not just the pistons or the battery gone cold, it's the fracture in the story that we never should have told. I'm stalling in the darkness, I'm spinning on the ground, watching the best of us simply stop making sound. The windshield is cracked like the promises you made, a jagged little map where the saturation starts to fade. I reach for the ignition, but the rhythm won't engage. Just another hollow chapter on a tear-stained page. I'm marooned in the headlights of a fast approaching past, knowing that the momentum wasn't built to ever last. Say help is on the way, just a dispatch call away, but there ain't no mechanic for the price I had to pay. I'm shivering in the driver's seat, locked inside the cage, giving in to sorrow and the bitter, quiet rage. Hazard lights blinking, smoke in the air, just a wreckage of a man who's beyond all repair, breaking down. I'm sitting at the dinner table, playing with my food, trying to mask the static of this hollow, heavy mood. You ask me how I'm doing, and I give a practice grin, but the foundation's cracking and the walls are caving in. I say I slept just fine, that I'm moving on okay, but my eyes are bloodshot evidence of the price I had to pay. 'Cause I'm a bad liar, a shattered glass facade, trying to bluff my way past a jealous, lonely guy. Every I don't miss you is a falter in my breath, a clumsy desperation staring down a social death. The tell is in my shaking hands, the way I hit the floor. I'm a bad liar, I love you even more. I'm deleting every photo and the memory of you, but I'm stalking your location in the middle of the night, searching for a signal, made a world without your light. I'm a script without an actor, a song without a key, just a fraud who's failing at the art of being free. My poker face is melting like wax near a flame. Every time a stranger dares to whisper out your name, I've got no straight or flash. I'm folding every hand, building castles out of lies upon the shifting sand. You can see right through me like a broken window pane, standing in the downpour, trying to hide the rain. I'm a I'm checking the digital clock as the numbers flicker by, trying to catch the lightning in the corner of your eye. In 60 seconds we can build a skyscraper of dreams, then watch it come apart at the fragile silver seams. I saw white-haired winters in the tilt of your head before the cold reality hit like a weight of lead. And we lived a lifetime in a minute, a world in a breath, from the cradle of the low to the goodbye death. I saw that house with the garden and the kids in the yard, I smile in the mirror, but it doesn't feel real. Since you took the best part of me when you left, the girl I was with you, she knew how to feel. Now I'm just trying to be someone else. Your hoodie's still hanging behind my door, like you're coming back someday. But every night I hold it closer and wish you would have stayed. You didn't just break my heart, you changed who I am. I miss who I was with you, before the silence and the pain. I miss laughing without trying. I miss dancing in the rain. You took the light out of my blue, left me standing in the truth. I don't just miss your arms around me, I miss who I was with you. My friends say time will heal it, but time just makes it clear that love can turn to memories that still bring you to tears. I walk past all our old places like I'm someone new, but every step reminds me of the girl I was with you. I thought I'd be stronger now, but I still fall apart. I miss who I was with you, before the silence and the pain. I miss laughing without trying. I miss dancing in the rain. You took the light out of my blue, left me standing in the truth. I don't just miss your arms around me, I miss who I was with you. If I could go back for one moment, I'd stay a little longer there, where love was still unbroken and hope was in the air. Now I'm learning how to be me without you in my view, but every version of myself still leads back to you. I miss who I was with you, when my heart still felt safe. Now every smile feels borrowed from a time I can't replace. You took the light out of my blue, left me broken, feeling used. I don't just miss your arms around me, I miss who I was with you. I'll find myself again someday, but I'll always miss who I was with you. The street lamps are flickering, casting long and jagged shadows over the pavement where our echoes used to bloom. I'm kicking a rusty can through the damp and heavy meadows of a life that's been evicted and swept from every room. I reach into my pocket for a skeleton Past the diner where we'd sit until the neon faded. Now the windows are boarded and the spirit is jaded. I see the silver sedan parked by the old iron bridge, and I'm climbing the slope of a lonely blue ridge. Every step is a syllable of a word I can't speak, in a language of loss that is making me weak. And I'm walking home to a house that isn't mine, crossing the county line of a broken design. There's a porch light burning for a ghost in the hall, while the distance between us is a great granite wall. The asphalt is cold through the soles of my shoes, with nothing to gain and everything to lose. I'm navigating stars that have fallen from the sky, just to find the latitude of a final goodbye. Turn the corner, face the gate, accepting the verdict of an empty fate. I'm walking home, but home isn't there anymore. I'm looking at the cracks in the porcelain of your smile, trying to walk a broken mile in your shoes for a while. You're a tangled mess of wires and short-circuit sparks, hiding all your bruises in the quiet and the dark. I brought a toolbox made of promises and honey-coated lies to fix the leaking faucet behind your tired eyes. But I can't fix you, no matter how I try. I can't superglue the pieces of a shattered lullaby. I'm turning all the screws, but the thread is stripped and bare. I'm patching up the holes, but there's nothing underneath but air. It's the tragedy of love, the weight of the repair. I'm breaking my own heart, trying to fix what isn't there. What isn't there? I tried to weld the seams of your guarded heavy heart shattered wall. I can't fix you. Walking through the rooms of this hollowed out shell, where the echoes of laughter have turned into hell. I check the closet floor for a shirt you forgot, but the space where you lived is a tangled up knot. The calendar's frozen on a Tuesday in June, before the whole world fell out of tune. Now it's all gone, like smoke in the gale. The anchor is snapped, and the ship's set to sail. I'm reaching for shadows, I'm grasping at air, finding the never in the used to be there. It's all gone. I looked for our names on the old bridge wall, but the rain and the rust have claimed it all. I try to remember the sound of your voice, but memory's a prison, not a conscious choice. I'm a blank digital screen with a flicker of gray, watching the best of us wither away. It's not just the house or the keys on the ring, it's the hollowed out way that the silences bring. I'm a city in ruins, a sky with no dawn, just a ghost in a world where it's all gone. Nothing to say, nothing to say, just a fading heartbeat in a shallow grave. It's all gone. I'm tracing the outlines of where you used to lay. The silence is louder since you walked away. I reach for the phone and I remember the cost. Just a ghost in the hallway, counting everything lost. I try to remember the sound of your name, but the frequency's shifting, it don't feel the same. I kept all the voicemails just to feel the vibration, but now they just sound like a lost workstation. The I love you is grainy, the forever is cracked. There's no magic cable to bring it all back. I'm a radio tower in a town with no power, waiting for a signal in the midnight hour. Now it's just static on the echo, flickering signal in the dark. I'm screaming your name into the hollow, but I can't find the beat of your heart. It's a frequency fading, love out of range. Everything's moving, but nothing has changed. Just a ghost of a whisper I can't let go, lost in the static on the echo. Is all I hold dear. Is anyone there? Is anyone there? Static on the echo. I'm losing you now. Just a hum in the room. I'm losing you now. White noise fade to black. Your sweater's on the back of my chair, like you're coming home tonight. Your picture's still in every mirror, I can't escape your eyes. The silence says your name out loud every time I breathe. I move around your memory like it's still part of me. I tried to pack away the pain, but it's heavier than it seems. Your shadow still sleeps here on my side of the bed. I reach for you're only in my head. You left, but your presence still lives in my head. I'm learning how to let you go, but your shadow myself I'll be okay, but I don't believe it yet. Your shadow still sleeps here on my side of the bed. I reach for you in the dark, but you're only in my head. You left, but your presence still lives in my air. I'm learning how to let you go, but your shadow still sleeps here. Maybe one day I'll wake up and you won't be the first thing I see, but tonight you're still a ghost holding on to me. I swear I try to move on, but my heart's not there yet. Your shadow still sleeps here, where your heartbeat used to be. I'm drowning in the silence of who you were to me. I know I'll learn to breathe again, but I'm not ready, I swear. I'm trying to say goodbye, but your shadow still sleeps here. So I'll leave the light on until you're so near, because part of me still believes your shadow still sleeps here. The steam gave up an hour ago, just a ghost above the rim, while the daylight in the window is starting to grow dim. I'm staring at the surface, a dark and stagnant glass, watching every second of our forever pass. I keep waiting for your footsteps to rattle the kitchen floor, but you're just a silhouette heading for the door. And it's just cold tea and a bitter kind of taste, a life that we've gathered just to let it go to waste. The sugar didn't melt, it's just sitting at the bottom, like the dead leaves of a love that died in autumn. I'm sipping on the silence, drinking down the plea, drowning in the cold tea. There's a stain on the ceramic, a ring that won't erase, a permanent reminder of your empty haunted place. I used to blow the embers just to keep the feeling warm, but I'm saturated now, caught inside the storm. The kettle is a traitor, singing melodies of then, when I thought I'd Patience in the kitchen, ice in the cup. I'm too broken to even pick the pieces up. Just cold tea. I'm standing in the foyer where the echoes used to bloom, staring at the hollow space in our living room. I found your silver band beside the kitchen sink. It made a hollow rattle that didn't let me think. The dust motes are the only thing still dancing in the light, while I'm bracing for the impact of another lonely night. And it's the weight of broken vows, the promises we bled, the always and the forever that are better left unsaid. I'm tripping over shadows of the life we almost built, drowning in the static and the heavy cloak of guilt. Every syllable of I do is a jagged glass cut line underneath the wreckage of a broken vow sky. We had a blueprint for a future that was colored gold and green. Now I'm just a ghost inside a flickering movie screen. I'm folding up the napkins from the night we said our graves, but I can't scrub the memory of the tears upon your face. The ink is smudged on the contract of our sacred private soul, watching all the pieces lose their rhythm and control. They say love is the cathedral, but this one's falling down. The altar is in splinters and the king has lost his crown. I'm sweeping up the glitter from the party we both fled, trying to resurrect the honesty in everything you said. Tear the pages out, blow the candles thin. There's no absolution for the state of heart I'm in. Just broken vows. The alarm clock is a hammer striking 7 on the dot, waking up to the freezing truth of everything I'm not. The coffee is bitter and the kitchen chair is wide, with a ghostly space where you used to sit by my side. I'm putting on my armor, a suit and a tie, to hide the bloodshot reality of a weekend-long cry. And it's a blue Monday, a bruised kind of start to the heavy lifting of a broken heart. The sky is slate and the commute is a crawl in a world that doesn't care that I've lost it all. Just 5 more days until I can fall apart again. But for now I'm just drowning in the blue Monday rain. I'm staring at the monitor, but the words don't make sense. Building up a cubicle of emotional defense. I hear your name in the static of the office machine, a flicker of a memory on a fluorescent screen. I'm faking every phone call, faking every fine, while I'm running out of oxygen on the assembly line. They say Sundays are for sorrow, but the work week is worse when you're carrying a funeral inside of a purse. It's the routine that kills me, the ticking of the clock, crashing into Monday like a ship on a rock, punching out, heading home to the neon blue silence of being alone on a blue Monday. I'm drawing a line in the dust on the hardwood floor, right where you used to leave your keys by the door. I've unsubscribed from the way you say my name, 'cause every syllable is just a fresh kind of flame. I'm boarding up the windows to keep out the moon, 'cause the silver light reminds me of you much too soon. So stay away, don't come knocking at the gate. I'm finally detoxing from this toxic kind of fate. My heart is a crime scene wrapped in yellow tape, and you're the habit that I'm trying to escape. If you see me drowning, just let the Secrets were never meant for a heart to keep. I saw your social update and I blocked the feed, cutting off the oxygen that a relapse would need. I'm a recovering addict of the almost and the then, trying to rewire the way I let you in. So stay away, don't come knocking at the gate. I'm finally detoxing from this toxic kind of fate. My heart is a crime scene wrapped in yellow tape, and you're the habit that I'm trying to escape. If you see me drowning, just let the river play. Do me a favor and stay away. Don't tell me you're changing, don't tell me you're sad. I'm archiving the only good way you ever had. Your gravity is a black hole I can't afford to fight. I'm launching myself into the quiet of the night. Keep your distance, leave me cold. I'm finally reclaiming the story you sold. Just stay away. Just stay away. I'm standing in the grocery aisle, staring at the floor, while the automatic hinges hum beside the door. There's a riot in my head, a frequency of glass, watching every happy couple slowly start to pass. I'm paralyzed by choices I no longer have to make, trying not to let the surface of the water break. And it's just silent screams in a crowded, noisy room, a sonic boom of sorrow in a velvet kind of tomb. I'm shouting at the rafters, but I never make a sound. I'm a skyscraper falling with no impact on the ground. You can't hear the shattering, you can't see the steam, just the hollowed out vibration of the silent scream. The refrigerator's buzzing like a warning in the night. I'm shadowboxing memories in the dim and yellow light. I go to scream your name until my vocal cords turn blue, but the oxygen is missing every time I think of you. I'm a muted television flickering silent scream.